Get over here!
I urge you, brothers and sisters, to watch out for those who cause divisions and put obstacles in your way that are contrary to the teachings you have learned. Keep away from them. For such people are not serving our Lord Christ, but their own appetites. By smooth talk and flattery, they deceive the minds of naive people. Everyone has heard about your obedience, so I rejoice because of you. But I want you to be wise about what is good, and innocent about what is evil. Alright, so, what do we have here?
Hemos llegado a mi tumba, la moldeada del mismo lodo que me acompaña. Es el momento de entrar juntos en el abismo, al lugar donde aún es pronto, incluso en la misma eternidad. Alguien os espera allí. Que se cumpla el destino, que el milagro dicte su fallo. Pues es el momento de que toméis mi mano, ahora, mientras cierro mis ojos.
¿Qué lugar de noches y eternidades nos permite reunirnos de nuevo, penitente del silencio? Sé que, allá en vuestro sueño, sentisteis mi derrota, mi sacrificio, mi llamada. La que os despertó. Ahora nos encontramos en un sueño más. Uno en el que he podido refugiarme. De mi vida, de mi muerte, incluso del milagro. Un lugar entre las plegarias de los vivos y el lamento de los muertos. He estado custodiando algo vuestro. La figura del Padre retorcido, que se convirtió en vuestra espada. La espada de la culpa. La que, con sus filos y espinas, acabó con las sumas voluntades que controlaban al milagro, dejándolo huérfano, herido, desvalido, casi dormido, casi olvidado. Penitente, devolved la espada a su forma original para así evitar el nuevo salmo, el nacimiento del Hijo, el renacimiento del milagro mismo. Para lograrlo, debéis hacerla surgir de nuevo de un pecho lleno de duelo y arrepentimiento, más libre de pecado. Cuando la espada mea culpa en vuestras manos duela de nuevo, significará que yo os acompaño en ella, pues culpa misma soy. En este sueño seguiré esperando hasta que...
Ahora lo entiendo, maestro. Siento el poder sobre el cual me hablasteis en sueños. Siento su ardor en mis manos. Las hace temblar su virtud sacrílega. Sin embargo, aquí reside una antigua bendición del milagro mismo. Un milagro de otro tiempo ya olvidado. Cuán oscura es la nube que ensombrece estos pensamientos.
What a way to start an episode. How's it going, everybody?
El destino, aún plasmado en pergaminos eternos, se desdibuja y renueva con tintas cambiantes que se transforman bajo la pluma caprichosa del milagro. La cinta carmesí, escapada de mis dedos temblorosos, ha emprendido su vuelo hacia confines sagrados. Allí reposa, en un alto lugar de silencio y piedra. Penitente, seguid ahora su rastro guiado por la brisa del azar, hasta el umbral donde el viento se convierte en profecía.
Wow. Oh man, I was like, what? That was one hell of a way to start an episode. And before I continue, I'm going to fix my windows because I was trying to make sure that everything was being caught, not just in the game sound, but in my own voice. So, hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Blasphemous 2. What a way to start. So yeah, in the last episode, we completed most of the trial of the clay key, or the mud key, rather. And now we come to the tomb of the mud or clay woman, and we had the hilt of mea culpa stolen from us. So yeah, we gotta go ahead and get that back, and I suppose that opens up what we wanted to do all the way over here. So I believe that is what's going to open up this little area. So what say we head over and we go ahead and get this going. So thank you guys for tuning in for today's episode. It's been a little while. It's been quite a bit of time since the last episode for several reasons, because as a lot of you may already know, I went ahead and had my proper honeymoon with my beautiful wife, Amber. And before we continue...
Cúmplase ahora, maestro mío, vuestra voluntad. Renazca la culpa y su virtud herética, que yo la haré mía, aunque me pese en el alma. Sea lo que venís, penitente, mas no puedo concedéroslo. La voluntad de mi maestro se me ha revelado. Maestro mío, que me observáis tras el claro cristal que os acuna. Enseñad a mis manos vuestra fuerza y guiadlas hacia la victoria.
Ooh, Brother Asterion. Baldur's Gate 3, is that you? Okay. Ooh, you got some tricks. Okay. Ah, damn it. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. I see you. Okay, I gotta jump over that. Hmm. I tried to dodge that. Okay. Slow and steady. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah. He responds to my actions. I see now. Ugh. I have a feeling he's gonna beat me. Oh. Yup, okay. Well, very interesting boss fight there. Very cool, too, I'm not gonna lie. I think Rega is the way to go here. I just gotta be smarter about it. You can tell it's been a while, and now I gotta come back here and fight this really tough fight? Oh, dear. Round 2? Round 2. Ooh, okay. Right, I gotta jump that. Ah, damn it. Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay, I can't do the full combo because he'll hit me otherwise. Good to know. Okay, I'm doing way better than before, so far so good. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it, he didn't give me a chance to heal. Okay, this is gonna take a few tries, everybody. Whew. Ah. Oh, Jesus. Jump over that and heal. Oh, there is a range to that. Good to know. Oh, jeez. Oh, damn. This guy's got a wide coverage. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, Asterion. Ah! Oh, I was so close that time. Holy smoke. This is such a cool fight. Ah. Man, dang it! Okay. Such a cool fight. Okay. I'm loving this one. I'm loving this one so much so far, guys. Woo! Ah, I did full combo without meaning to. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Ah, okay. Getting sloppy. Take a breath. Ah! Ah! Jesus Christ! When he corners you like that, like gets you in a really, really bad spot. Ah! Okay. Man, how many times is that? Christ almighty. As I fight you, the more I fight you, the more I continue to improve. Yes! Good. Good. Alright, I got him there already. I'm surprised I managed to block that in time. Ah, okay. Take a flask. Good, 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 good. Ah, don't do full combo. He will punish you. Ah! Let me see if I can grab my thing. There we go. Farewell. There we go. Okay. That was a fantastic fight. I really love the fights, the boss fights against humanoid characters or humanoid enemies. That was so cool. Wow, what a great fight.
Penitente, que acudís a mis lágrimas. Una luz, una voz, cercana y a la vez inalcanzable, me reveló un súbito destino. Me habló de que no es sino la pena, que dentro de mi pecho dolorido habita lo que os debo entregar. Un pesar que aun ya libre de pecado, sigue doliendo, sigue clavado hondo. Y que eso es lo que hará resurgir de nuevo y devolverá a vuestras manos la espada de la culpa. Así sea, pues, que en rúbricas de oro en los altos pliegos quede escrito este sacrificio.
Were we not using restore mea culpa. So the weapon we were using beforehand was... Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Okay, yeah, we were using Rega. We were using, the, sensor, and we're using... So this is the original mea culpa. Oh, damn. Mea culpa is the penitent one's original weapon born anew from blood and guilt. Crowned by a cracked heart, it combines the strength of Veredicto, the elegance of Sarmiento and Centella, and the punishing fury of Ruego al Alba. It contains an immense power from ages past, which prevents the marks of martyrdom from unlocking its memories. However, there are other marks hidden around the world. Mea culpa, weight of justice. And Thorny Guard. Enable Ruego al Alba and Mea culpa. You can switch between Ruego al Alba and Mea culpa at any time. With either of these weapons enabled, hold L1 to switch to the other one. Oh, yep. Oh, okay, so it takes the place of, Rega. I think. Oh. I see. So it uses a different memory, or like it uses a different like mark. So, Perceptor Pulse automatically launches a projectile that damages enemies on hit. After launching a projectile, you'll have to wait a moment before launching another one. Block an enemy blow and launch a quick counterattack. Some strikes do not allow. Incarnate Remorse. Hold R1 and square with the gauge full to activate Incarnate Remorse. Empowers all hits from Mea Culpa for a short time. The ability can cleanse guilt or bestow it if you receive damage. Wow. Charge by dealing damage with Mea Culpa. Weight of Justice. Yep, that's that classic one. Use it from a great height to unleash a powerful yada yada yada. And Sacrilegious Teleport. Oh! When Perceptor Pulse is used, the projectile will return blue if it crosses a thorny surface. When it does, press R1 to teleport yourself to the projectile's position to reach previously inaccessible areas. There we go. We got what we needed.
Maestro mío, que con vuestra eterna vigilancia todo veis, y que con vuestra bendición me traéis de nuevo con los vivos. Sean cuales sean las pruebas que presentéis ante mí, mientras proyecte sombra mi cuerpo, las superaré.
At a different time, Brother Asterion, perhaps you and El Penitente could have stood side by side. When attacking, Mea Culpa launches a bloody projectile that can damage enemies. Projectile can be launched horizontally or vertically. After launching a projectile, you have to wait a moment before launching a new one. And Sacrilegious Teleport. Yep, there you go. Oh my god, that's so sick! Wow, so cool! Oh, that's gonna open up some really, really cool possibilities. It's good to have Mea Culpa back. That's great. Which kind of sucks for me a little bit because my favorite weapon is Ruega al Alba. Which, like, again, is good. That means, like, Mea Culpa is going to, like, function pretty similarly for me. Did I never collect, my, soul? Or, I did something different. Yeah, actually, let me look at my map. No. I guess I still have guilt. I have a feeling I will be able to, restore it, using Mea Culpa. So, we'll see where that goes from there. Wow, what a sick... Okay, Incarnate Remorse, here we go. Let's try it. Oh, right, I have to charge it first. Oh, I see. Wait, is Mea Culpa basically the same as Rega? Yeah, it looks like it. Let's try this. Oh, you know what? I'm hitting the wrong button. How do I switch it back? Shoot. Okay, I screwed up a little bit here. Okay, how do I change it back? Oh boy. What did I do wrong? Ah, oh, you gotta hold it. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to this, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, wow, okay. That beam does quite a bit of damage, I've noticed. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, sorry I'm not speaking a lot, guys. I do have, like, a little bit of a sermon today, but I'm, like, just trying to focus on, trying to get used to this. Okay, so how do I do this? There it is. Ay, mama. Yeah, I am... Oop, sorry. Bumped the desk a little bit there. I need to get used to this. So, while I am going through this, I just want to go ahead and, like, let you guys in on, like, what's been going on. So, as I mentioned earlier, I finally, had a nice trip over to Ireland. Beautiful place. Very lovely. And... yeah, Amber and I had a very, very good time. So what in general we happened in Ireland, we did a lot of stuff. The main thing is, like, we did stay within pretty much the realm of Dublin, which really, really nice, by the way. And we did a lot. We visited, like, we did a lot of the usual tourist, like, trappings that you can imagine. Like, you know, we went to the museums, we went bar hopping. We did a lot while we were over there. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Give me a second here. Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. Can I hit you from here with the beam? I can. Cool. Very cool. So what else happened while we were in Ireland? The main, really, really cool things that we did, I would say were, oh, geez, I'm trying to remember here. Oh, geez, that was, game wigged out a little bit there. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to tell my story and everything, but, like, I am hyper-focusing on, like, trying to make sure I figure this out. This is a little bit tough. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Ah, dang it. Okay. Dang it. Yeah. So, this is going to be a very interesting episode, which, by interesting, I mean maybe not so interesting, because I am just trying to focus on playing the game. But yeah, ah, I see. That's what I gotta do. Okay. Phew. So, man, I'm trying to concentrate here. Sorry, guys, I'm a little out of it today, I think. I was here prepared, like, to make another episode, and yet, like, for some reason, my focus is all Crocus. Like, I can't seem to, like, really, like, zero in and talk about what I want to talk about. But, we, made it back here. So, what next? Now that we have Mea Culpa, like, there's a lot of other avenues that open up to us. And I think one of the things involves... Oh, this is actually a completely new area. Yeah, one of the things, like, probably involves going down there. And we could probably, like, hit up whatever's down here as well. So, there's a few things we can do. But yeah, I promise my conversation about Ireland is relevant about something that I wanted to talk about today. Because, as you guys saw, let's go ahead and start with the verse, I suppose. The verse today was from Romans. And it was talking about... basically the false teachings of, like, those who wish to divide, those who wish to, make us believe that, you know, make us believe that, like, we are, I suppose you could say, like, it's more along the lines of, like, teaching something that forces you to have a divided opinion, or, like, maybe think that, oh, jeez. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am trying to focus, but I will need to do commentary. Hi, mama. Okay. Focus. Zero in, baby. We gotta do this. So. The verse in Romans that I presented today, the reason I presented it is because I want to talk about a little thing called tolerance, which is, unfortunately, in a bit of short supply lately, I've noticed, for several reasons. And those of you who know that I work for the news, and it hasn't exactly been a very friendly aspect for a lot of reasons. And it's unfortunate. But the reason I bring that up, and the reason I bring up my trip to Ireland, is because, well, first of all, I want to express that, like, Ireland is a beautiful place, and I had so much fun, like, visiting there with Amber. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of great experiences. The main thing about it, though, is just, like, learning how, like, just, like, learning the culture, learning how people are down there. Okay. But also just kind of, like, realizing that for all of the bluster that a lot of people say about, like, you know, having pride in your country, or, like, you know, being, like, very... There we go. Or, like, you know, being proud of, like, your country, like, or being proud of, like, who you are and whatnot. Despite, the idea that, like, for some reason there's, like, this stigma. At least I've noticed. And I could have just gone up that ladder, dang it. There's a bit of a stigma, apparently, where just because, like, you're proud of your own country, it supposedly means that you can't be proud of another, or you should, like, you know, not, have a good opinion about another country for some reason. And I don't get that. Because... I'm just gonna say right now, like, Amber and I had a wonderful time in Ireland, just learning about their culture, learning about how they do things, and learning where things came from. Because, so, a lot of the things that we did down there, we visited the museum, the immigration museum, the museum about their, like, own, like, civil war, or, like, you know, the war, like, fighting against, fighting for their independence. Among other things, the one main thing that, like, really, really astonished me specifically, or, like, personally, was our trip to Newgrange. So, Amber and I visited the, Newgrange Burial Grounds, which, is basically a whole site, a couple of sites, actually, about where the people before the Irish, like, basically became the Irish, basically, like, it was the establishment of their tombs. And what we learned is just how astonishing the grounds of Newgrange were, because like there was a very huge like spiritual aspect to that trip, and it was fantastic to learn about. I'm not digging this prayer. Let me switch that up actually. The quick verse. I am going to go with the flamethrower, I think. It's this one, right? Yep, that's that one. Okay, good. Ah, I see now. But what ended up, like, happening while we were at Newgrange, and just, like, learning about, like, the history of Ireland as a whole and how things came about down there, is the fact that, you know, for all the bluster that some people might put forth, the main thing that I find that is fascinating to me as a person is the notion of we're all not that different. It's actually quite fascinating just how, darn it, I knocked the mic again. It's actually quite fascinating just how, like, similar a lot of us, like, experience things, like, throughout history. We all come from countries that have some semblance of, like, war or some sort of conflict or some sort of like prejudice, and it made me think, or like made me realize, why is it that we can't just acknowledge that? The point I'm trying to get to is that one thing I wish we practiced more, or a lot more people practice more, especially in religious circles, is that idea of tolerance, because we're not all that different. We really aren't. We've all come from, like, people who bury their dead, who respect the dead in some way. Like, yeah, the methods in which we do it are different, but we all still have generally the same, like, you know, goals on, like, how we do things. We all still want to, like, you know, be happy. We still want to protect our families. We want to, like, preserve our traditions. And while our traditions may be different from other people, that doesn't necessarily mean that we should automatically assume that other people's way of doing things is bad. No, not at all. It's actually quite amazing, because when we were visiting Newgrange, it was astonishing, like, learning how they went about, like, their burial grounds, especially because, like, people back in the day were, like, some of the most ingenious engineers that you can imagine. It's like, yeah, we have technology today, but, like, people figured out, like, some crazy stuff back then and how to do things. The fact that we went into one of the tombs, and the fact that, like, the light from the sun perfectly lines up with where the final burial chambers were in their tombs, and the light of the sun like shines in perfectly during the solstice, is astonishing to see. Like, it blew my mind just how, like, efficient and how, like, just how ingenious the architecture of the Newgrange tombs were. And again, it goes back to the whole idea of, you know, we're all pretty much the same upon death. We're going to be, like, in the ground, 6 feet under. Or maybe not 6 feet under, but you get my point. Okay, I need to figure this out. Here we go. I gotta start using my prayers more. Like that. And so I guess, like, what I was trying to get to with that one verse from Romans, and something that I wish I do think we need to practice more, is that semblance of tolerance. Because why do we gotta treat each other with such malice when in reality we're all just people trying to live our lives, you know? It's one of those, it is that classic, like, you know, oh, like, there's only one race, the human race, like, type of thing. I know, like, not a lot of people necessarily, like, take that platitude seriously, but it is true. That is how it is. Like, we're all humans at the end of the day. We are the same meat bags that are made of, like, flesh and blood. We are Homo sapiens who are being held together by skin and bone, you know? And we're all people just trying to make a good life out of ourselves. And I guess it bothers me seeing just how divided a lot of things have become when it comes to that sort of thing. You know, with, like, you know, racism or sexism or, you know, obviously, like, the lack of tolerance when it comes to, like, different, like, mindsets or different religions. Mother effer! Freaking ring me out. Okay, there we go. And even, like, simpler things, right? Because, like, one of the things that, like, really, like, irks me, like, looking at things online is just how intolerant people are of different opinions. It's like, oh, like, suddenly you have a different opinion of me, like, you're suddenly the bad guy. Why does it gotta be like that, you know? And I know I've, like, talked about, like, this sort of thing in the past, but, like, it still bears repeating because it seems to be something that people just don't seem to get. And obviously, like, a lot of my audience, I'm sure, does want to practice that level of tolerance. You know, treating people the way you want to be treated, making sure that, like, just because they may have a different lifestyle or a different opinion or a different, like, viewpoint, that doesn't mean that we can't treat them like human beings, you know? Treat them with kindness, treat them with respect. Even if you don't like them, just, like, you know, don't treat them like they're, like, the scum of the earth just because they happen to not align with how... Well, I'm going to treat this game with a little bit of disrespect because it's clearly disrespecting me. Oh, man, is this just, like, a huge, like... Yeah, this is like a huge gauntlet, kind of. Interesting. I think what I can do at this point is just kind of, like, book it. Although, like, at some point I should try to, like, use Mea Culpa's, like, guilt reduction ability, because I kind of want to, like, try it. And, like, see how that plays out. Although, honestly, I could probably just, like, yeah, do this. Yeah, let's, go ahead and rush through this, and, like, I'll maybe tackle... Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of, like, a weird, like, skip there for some reason. I don't know if you guys can see it on the, recording. I'll have to, like, test out some, like, optimization things later or something like that. I hope everything looks good on the recording. It looks like it is. So. Yeah, forgive me for, like, the staggered, like, focus that I've had, like, today. Jeez. Because I'm just, like, trying to, like, focus on the game because I'm getting used to a new weapon and all that jazz. There we go. Man, right before I'm, Pradieu, too. Dang it. Okay, so what do we do here? Oh. Okay, I think I gotta go up and around? Yes, I do. Oh, you know what? So I missed it earlier is why. Okay, really, dude? You're gonna do me dirty like that? Okay. Getting really sick of that, dude. Let's try this. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, the guilt thing is actually pretty effective. There we go. That's really interesting, so that you can do that. I'm going to assume, like, this is a thing with, like, Mea Culpa specifically, in that when you die with it, it doesn't leave behind a phantom that you can, like, recover, because you gotta use the ability. Might as well. Yeah, let's test this out. Oh, he's gonna explode? Yep. Yeah, that's really cool. Although, I think I can just, like, go through here now. Ah, Jesus. Yeah, that ability is pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Although it is very clearly context sensitive, but still. Okay. So, I think I see now. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Really? Yeah, these guys are showing no mercy. Those guys with the hooks are kind of, like, brutal, not gonna lie. Ah, should not have jumped. There we go. But yeah, like, I suppose, like, what's really been, again, like I said, what's been really getting my goat lately is just the lack of concern for just how dangerous a mindset of, like, division is when it comes to just treating other people. It's honestly kind of sad to me. And again, it's like, it doesn't, like, just, it's not just limited to, like, religion or sex or gender or, like, race or anything. Again, it's also just limited to just opinions and, like, cultures and how people, like, view, like, what should be and what shouldn't. I would go more into it, but, like, today's, like, lesson is, like, one that I'm sure many of you already are well aware of. But again, like I said, it bears repeating because it's something that I feel needs to be, like, is something that, like, a lot of people need to be reminded of. Just from the sheer fact that, like, it's very clearly an easy lesson to forget. So yeah, at the end of the day, guys, like, do yourselves and everyone a favor, and just because someone may disagree with you on certain things, whether big or small, treat them with respect. And yeah, we're not all, like, a lot of us, we're not that different. Like, everyone definitely has their cultures. The Irish have their cultures. We, as Americans, have our own cultures. And, okay, it still does leave behind a soul. But I still have guilt, so I see. There we go. Oh, it's still left behind a flame. Come on. Very cool. Beautiful. Oh, you're still alive. I thought you were one of the ones that were summoned by him.
Interestingly enough, I think that was the way I was supposed to go. Ah! Dang it. Yeah, apologies for, like, the rather, like, scrambled mindset I have for today's episode, guys. I hope the boss fight and the cool gameplay is enough to sate you guys. And again, today's lesson, very, very easy, very, very simple. We're not all that different. That's the main takeaway I hope people will get from this, is the fact that, yeah, we are not all that different. We are still humans, we are still people who are just trying to make it day to day. And whether you believe in God or not, just, you know, don't get hit stupidly by an enemy like that and die a very painful death. Ah, man, that brings me all the way back here. Cripes. I guess I might as well go ahead and share a couple of stories because we still got some time left. Is, like, Amber and I, when we were in Ireland, we did a couple of things that we were not used to. I will say, we did a hell of a lot of walking because, oh my god, was there a lot to do in, Dublin. Really? Okay, is there, like, an easier way to get up there? Because, holy smoke. Okay, there we go. Yeah, one of the things that we didn't think would happen would be that we went bar hopping, which was really fun. I remember mentioning that. One thing I will say that was really fun about that is that we learned firsthand just how, like, friendly the people of Ireland can be. Because let me tell you guys right now, Irishmen and Irishwomen, they are brazen. In a very, very good way, because it's like, oh, like, they will, like, they're extremely friendly, they're extremely hospitable, they are fun to be around, but they are not afraid to speak their mind, let me tell you. And it was fun because it was, like, it was so cool. So, like, we went, like, Amber and I went to a couple of bars, like, we decided to, like, experiment, like, just kind of, like, feel around the place. And a couple of instances, like, we ran into a situation where we couldn't sit down because, like, the place was, like, full for some reason. Like, you know, obviously, like, everyone was basically like, oh, yeah, like, we're booked today, sorry. But then, like, we had a couple of instances where we were, like, there was a table for 4, but it was, like, being sat at by, like, 2 people, and the couple were like, hey, like, you guys are looking for a table? Here, come sit with us. We got a couple of open, like, seats. And that was just, like, super cool to me, because it was like, oh yeah, like, these guys, like, are not afraid to be friendly. Like, if you're at a table and you got room and, like, a couple of people walk in and there's, like, no room for them, they are more than willing to welcome you to the table and just, like, have you sit with them. And, like, we had a couple just, like, share, like, actually treat us to a couple of beers just because they appreciated us coming in and, like, engaging them in conversation. And boy, let me tell you, like, those guys didn't, like, they were not shy of, like, voicing their opinions on certain, like, topics. The people in Ireland can be strikingly political. But again, like, political in a very respectful way, obviously. Like, they were not afraid of voicing their opinions about how they feel things should be. But, like, everyone was like, hey, as long as you respect that I feel this way, I will respect the way you feel about your way. And it was so cool, because again, they were very, very friendly about it all. And it was like, oh, well, maybe we just got a nice, like, couple, but no, like, it happened twice. And like, even outside of the, like, the 2 times that we were, like, invited to sit with a couple at a restaurant, just talking to others, like, talking to the locals, like, on the streets and whatnot, was still very, very, like, cool experience because, like, you know, they were all friendly, they were all very hospitable, they were all very eager to talk to you. I had an instance where, like, someone invited me to, like, church, the Sunday after we were going to, like, head back to, the States. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I don't live here. I'm actually going to be going back to America afterwards. And he was like, oh, okay, like, where do you live in America? And, like, they just started asking questions. They were just like, oh, shoot, where do you live in America? And, like, what's it like over there? And, like, how long are you guys staying here? People in Ireland are very eager to, like, just, like, hear you talk, and, like, just as long as, like, you, like, share the interest in, like, hearing them talk. It was awesome. Like, they are, like, chatterboxes down there, and it was awesome. It was also kind of interesting for Amber, because Amber is, like, particularly not very, like, she's not nearly as social as I am. I am the social butterfly of the two of us. But it was so cool. And, like, again, like, it was also very neat because Amber was also genuinely interested in, like, you know, what the locals might have to say about, like, things. It was just a really, really cool time. Okay, there we go. Make sure I'm good there because that guy does a lot of damage. Yeah, this is, like, quite the, endeavor I'm going through here. I have a feeling that, like, the next time I find a mea culpa, it's going to have to be, like, it's going to have to call it there, because something tells me that this is going to go on for a while, and as a matter of fact, there's one right there. And I do feel the need to recharge. I do feel the need to, like, you know, step back and make sure that I can reset my brain, because I thought I was prepared to record an episode today, but, clearly my mind is still a little bit crocus. My voice is still suffering a little bit because I'm starting to feel a little bit of like soreness coming along, because after I came back from Ireland, I got struck with a really, really bad cold, and that's why Top 10 Thieves took so long. So I apologize for the bit of a scatterbrained episode today, guys, but I hope you are willing to tolerate the fact that that happened and tolerate my sort of like haphazard way of doing this episode. But hopefully next time I'll be a little more focused, I'll be a little more ready to present something. And again, give me some more stuff to talk about, guys, because, like, there's only, like, the Bible is big, but let's be real, a lot of it is kind of like a big history book. So if there are more topics you guys want me to, like, cover, by all means, go ahead and, like, ask about it in the comments, or maybe there are some Bible stories you would like to hear the context of, like, what are the lessons that these, like, stories are trying to tell? Or, you know, tell me about your own experiences. Hey, tell me about, like, some of the things that you've done traveling outside of the country. I would love to hear them. So, thank you guys for joining us for today's episode of Let's Play Blasphemous 2. In the next episode, we're going to continue this trial now that we have mea culpa in our hands. And, as I said, guys, be tolerant, be patient. Others may disagree with you, others are different from you, but at the end of the day, we really aren't all that different. We have different ways of doing things, but we still all do the same things. We enjoy food, we respect our loved ones, we honor the dead, and we're just trying to get through this crazy, crazy world. So, God bless you all. Thank you once again. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.